Call this meeting to order. Planning staff, please have a roll call.
Yes. Commissioner Pilch?
Present.
Commissioner Pearson?
Present.
Chair McLeod has yet to, I don't know how you say his name, McLeod has yet to appear, so he's absent at this time. Commissioner Mamin?
Yeah. Okay.
So we have a
Mr. McLeod is
quorum, and here
here,
comes our chair, and so he has arrived. Let the record show that the chair, yes, let the record show that the chair has now arrived at 7:02.
Okay, so we've done roll call and call to order. We've done that. I will read the land acknowledgement. City of Albany recognizes that we occupy the land originally protected by the Confederated Villages of Lishan. We acknowledge the genocide that took place on these lands and must make strides to repay the moral debt that is owed to this indigenous people, specifically the Ohlone tribe. We thank them for their contributions, which have transformed our community and will continue to bring forth growth and unity. The City of Albany commits to sustaining ongoing relationships with the tribe and together build a better future for all that now make this. And with that, we could move on to ex parte communications. I have none. Consent calendar, approval of minutes. One item. Does anyone wish to pull that item from the consent calendar? Does any member of the public wish to pull that item from the consent calendar? We should check online just in case.
I'm seeing none at the time.
None? All right, seeing as no one pull that from the consent calendar, does anyone?
I move to approve the consent calendar.
Second it.
Second, okay, we'll go to a vote. Commissioner Moman?
I'll abstain since I was not part of the meeting.
Okay, fair enough. Commissioner Pilch?
Yes.
Pearson?
Yes.
I vote yes as well. That item's been approved. Item number 4, public comments or persons desiring to address the commission on an item that is not on the agenda. Please note that city policy limits each speaker to 3 minutes. Is there anyone who would like to speak for public comment?
This time I see no one online. I don't believe that there is anyone who wishes to speak in the audience.
Okay, we'll close item 4 and move on to item 5. 5-1, planning application PA 25-051, 807 Albert Avenue, design review to construct a new 620 square foot second story and demolish 9 square feet to the right. Staff, do you have a presentation for us?
Yes, we do, Chair. Good evening, commissioners and members of the public and the applicant. My name is Mira Han, Associate Planner with the City. Tonight, I'm here to present design review application PA 25051 at 807 Talbot Avenue. So let's start, as usual, with the project location and context. The subject lot is located on the east side of Talbot Avenue between Washington Avenue and to the north and Solano to the south. The lot is developed with an approximately 1,256 square foot, 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom, single-story home constructed in the bungalow style in 1924 with a detached 1-car garage constructed in 1988 at the rear and right southeast corner of the lot. With an area of about 2,500 square feet, the project site is substandard, both in size and in width, where a minimum lot area of 3,750 square feet is standard per the Albany Municipal Code. The residence has an existing non-conforming front yard and left north side yard setbacks, where 15 and 3 feet is required by the code, respectively. The existing front porch has an existing non-conforming front yard setback as well, being at 6 feet 4 inches from the lot line, where a minimum of 9 feet is required. The property has seen several renovations throughout the years. One of them is a one-story rear addition, which was approved in 1994. Previous owners also illegally converted the detached garage into a secondary dwelling unit and landscaped the previously existing driveway. Other accessory structures include a sauna, a small sauna at the rear, and 14-square-foot shed on the right side of the house. A current building permit application to legalize the ADU conversion at the detached garage is underway. So moving on to the site plan, the project proposes, this is a very straightforward application, and we see these almost every month. The project proposes to construct a new 620-square-foot second story towards the rear of the existing house, which is shown here inside the blue dotted lines on this slide. Both on site plan and elevation view. It also includes the demolition of a small portion of the porch on the right south side of the existing porch, as I said, and removal of the shed and sauna towards the rear. Again, the building permit application to legalize the ADU conversion at the detached garage is underway, which is shown in the super light blue at the right bottom of that site plan. Okay, so on elevation, so as you can see here, the proposed second story is designed to be significantly recessed from the non-conforming first story front facade, making the project conforming, as well as recessed from the left north wall and flush with the rear and right south side. So the project conforms with all required minimum setbacks. It would result in a 1,535 square foot, two-story, four-bedroom, two-bath residence with a maximum height of 22 feet 11 inches. So the project, as designed, complies with all the objective standards. In terms of building design, as mentioned previously, the new second story is considerably set back from the existing front facade and features a variation of plan depths on the north and south sides, which provides articulation and visual interest. It also proposes to match the existing architectural style, and not only that, but also the materials with wood fins at the walls, composite shingles to match the existing roof, and wood trim at the recessed windows. Project proposes no new windows on the north side and places those on the south side at a size, distance, and location that minimizes direct sight into neighboring properties. Staff has not received comments from the public regarding this project, and so we are moving forward with staff recommendation. Staff recommends that the Planning and Zoning Commission review and approve the proposed project subject to the findings and standard conditions of approval. After we sent the packets to the commissioners with the conditions of approval, we met with the applicant, and we are proposing to make an addendum, small addendum to condition of approval number 9, to provide the alternative to the applicant to retain the existing curb and restore the previously existing driveway, which right now is landscaped, if it is compliant with our code in terms of driveway width and length. And this can be taken care through the building permit phase. And then if they were to restore the driveway, if they decided to take advantage of that alternative, we would add a standard condition of approval for parking on the driveway, which pretty much reads that, it's a standard condition of approval we add. So if the driveway is restored, vehicle parking on the driveway shall only be permitted if no part of the vehicle, 1, extends beyond the property line into the public right-of-way, or 2, comes within 1 foot of the back of the sidewalk, or 3, constitutes a visual obstruction exceeding 3 feet in height within 25 feet of the intersection of any 2 street lines. So that's basically standard language that we add to most of our applications. However, on the packet that you received, we hadn't added it because we were asking the applicant to remove the curb cut. So after talking with the applicant, we realized staff was made aware that there's a way to make the driveway compliant during the building permit phase. So With that, staff recommends that the commission approve the proposed project subject to our findings and standard conditions of approval with this addendum.
Thank you for the presentation. Are there any questions for staff?
A question. So in terms of the driveway, if I'm reading the plans correctly, it looks like there's only 7 feet between the property boundary and the home. Is that that's not enough for a driveway,
Right,
is it?
which is the reason why we had proposed to include that first version of the condition of approval to remove it. However, let me see if I can show the plans here. And we have the applicant here as well in case that you want to ask him any questions. Let me just pull up the plans and share with you all. There we go. Okay. Share the plans. All right. Okay. Okay, so we have the plans here. So basically, if you see this area right here, right, where it's 7'11", and the minimum is 7.5 of width, right? The code, our section of the code that regulates parking, says that a driveway should have an area where a car could be parked that is at least 7.5 wide by 16 feet deep. So basically, this area right here, which was previously approved and already existing, would serve as the access to the parking area right here.
Right, but because the porch comes out, it's only 7 feet, and so you wouldn't be able to get back to that 7-foot.
Exactly, which is why we are placing that other condition of approval that they shouldn't park in that area because it's too short.
And so are you proposing to remove the curb cut?
No, we're giving the applicant the option to either remove, so let me read you the revised condition of approval number 9 would be, the building permit plan set shall show the removal of the curb cut with restoration of the curb, gutter, paving, planting strip, and sidewalk, and the removal and landscaping of the driveway. That's one option. Alternatively, the curb cut may be retained if the building permit plan shows the restoration of the driveway that leads to a parking pad with minimum clear dimensions of 7.5 feet by 16 feet. The driveway within the front yard setback shall not exceed 7 feet in width, which complies with another section of the code that regulates access to a driveway. So we're basically, by doing this, we are giving the applicant the option. And then at the end of the condition, it says landscaping in the front yard area shall be retained except for direct access to the residence and a code-compliant driveway, which also meets language in their code.
I see, so you're saying if they redesign the project to have 7.5 feet, then they can retain the curb cut?
That is correct.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you for clarifying.
Of course, thank you.
Any other questions for staff?
Yes, so I didn't see an existing first floor plan, but I assume that the first floor will be considerably altered, or no? Because there is the addition of stairs, right?
Right. So proposed upper floor, so basically here.
Oh, there is the FAR diagram, okay, I didn't,
If you go down, I think.
I think it's on the
better
next
plan.
page down. Other way.
Go down, yeah.
Yeah, right there. They're both.
That's the
like
proposed,
an
but the
FAR.
existing, so is it, so it must be the addition of stairs, which aren't in the current plan, or aren't in the current house, correct? Is that the only change in the first floor?
Maybe the applicant can answer better. Yes, please.
I have to press this? Or, okay.
Good evening.
Green. Good evening, yes, I'm the applicant, so happy to answer questions.
Are you the owner or the architect?
I am the owner,
Okay.
yeah.
And,
Both.
yeah, so that was my question, is just whether how much change is going to be in the existing first floor plan?
So in the diagram, we will see if in the existing FAR diagram that we see here,
That is the existing, okay, good.
the study nook and the wall that's just to the west of that where it says study nook, and I can approach it closer if you'd like, and that will be removed, and that's where the stairwell will be placed. And the hallway is a 3-foot hallway, so that's what accounts for the setback. So when you look at the proposed second floor addition, the stairwell approaches from that area. Yeah. So you can see now where there was a study nook, it says stairs, and then there's the closet's now a pantry, but it's still essentially the same.
My angle is bad for reading this, but I have it here. I'm just trying to find which page it is. Give me 1 second. Proposed, existing, okay, here we go. I'm sorry, could you repeat that about the closet and the study nook?
Sure, no problem. So if we were to scroll up on the PDF document, where it says study nook and then closet north of bedroom 2, that area is where the stairwell will be placed with the right rise and run to get you to the second floor addition.
Gotcha. Okay, so that's the only change then in the first floor?
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, that answers that question then. Thank you. That's all I had.
I guess I have a question for the applicant while we have you. What was the thinking on the upper floor with no windows on the north side?
The placement on the north side.
On the second floor?
Yeah,
The first floor, I understand.
Correct. So
You're
there are no windows on the proposed upper floor on the north side, principally because of our window narrative states that is our neighbors. They have also had a second floor addition, and that's basically their bedroom, because I've gone on my roof and had to do some work. So for those reasons, we decided for privacy to only place windows on the east, west, and then of course the south. And the south orientation, the window in the primary bedroom is set back from where our neighbor to the south is, such that we would not be looking into their home either. And that's in the window narrative further down in the document, if you'd like to read it.
So you couldn't do that. So you couldn't do that on the north side, like staggering windows with your neighbor.
I mean, I guess we could, but I thought it was just the best case scenario for everyone involved. We did receive comment from our neighbors to the north, and they were very pleased with the process. They reviewed the plans, and I mean, he sent me a text message, says, looks really good. So I can provide that if you'd like.
Okay, anyone else have questions for staff or the applicant? Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I just wanted to enter
Anything
for.
else you want to add to?
Yeah, I just want to enter for public comment. Mira Han, your associate planner, has been extraordinarily collaborative, helpful, and very patient with the entire process. So she is, I wouldn't be here without her, and we're all very lucky to have her. So I just want to make sure everyone's aware of that. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for sharing that. We all agree. Okay, terrific. We should open this to public comment. If there's anyone online who would like to comment on this item, please.
I am seeing no attendees at this time that are.
Okay, then we will close public comment on this item and move to commissioner discussion. Anyone thoughts? Start? Me?
You could. I just have a quick comment. I thought the project was perfectly fine. I missed the part about the missing north side windows. So I do think that makes that elevation a bit stark. Another alternative to not having windows is having obscure windows, having windows with, frosty glass so that you can't see through, and then you'd still get light, but you wouldn't have privacy concerns. So I wonder if my other commissioners would consider making that a condition of approval. That's my only comment.
Yeah, I also noticed that blankness of the north side wall, but the existing setback is just 8 inches from the lot line, and they have recessed it back another 3.5 feet or so. So I think I'm not sure like what is the gap between two structures.
Thank you, Mr. Nick, for that comment, because I didn't consider the aesthetics of the north side wall. Indeed, if you're walking on Talbot towards Solano, you would probably just see the side without much aesthetics. We're certainly open. If I don't know if we can pull up the diagram, but currently on the north side of the current house, there are what we call the slit windows that open up like this, so it creates privacy, airflow, etc. So I mean, I'm open to considering that. It was simply designed that way for privacy for our neighbors. But we would be open to that, or if it's not a condition, if we're then allowed in the permitting process to add it, that's something we could explore as well. So,
Okay. All right, well, we'll keep discussing and figure this
Okay, if not along the whole face of the building, you can consider having a window at this in the front portion. You can, like, as you walk along the street, you see, not all face of the building, like you would see part of that, maybe 1/4 or something, and having some window, some fenestration there, I think would relieve, provide some relief there. You could consider adding a window to the bedroom, front bedroom,
yeah.
the north side wall.
So just to understand the perspective of the discussion of the commission, that's principally for aesthetics from the street,
Fair
essentially.
enough. We really should keep this to commissioner discussion at this point.
Of course.
Ask you to comment, then we'll do so again. All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Not like we have a big agenda.
We place just for the commissioners, so you can see, we put the elevations up there, so you can discuss it further if you need to.
Yeah, or you can look at the first, I think, sheet, which has street view that shows all three buildings together and looks like they are quite close to each other.
They are
Yeah,
somewhat close, but no
yeah.
closer than many properties. That
Right, yeah. So, that blankness would not be that visible, and if you have like a window in the front portion, that I think could be enough. And it could be either blank, like frosted window, or a real window, depending on how it compromises the privacy of the neighbors. Yeah, other than that, I don't have any comments. I support this project.
Thank you. Pearson, thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't notice this when I was reviewing the staff report. I thought the project looked made a lot of sense. But yeah, just seeing on the upper floor, not having any windows, aesthetically, but also for light, coming into the stairwell or into the bedrooms, add to your energy efficiency if you have light and air. So, I mean, I would be in support of a condition of approval to, revisit, at least one or at least two windows along that side.
Okay, well, I would agree with that. I think the blank facade sort of looks worse to me aesthetically than a facade with windows. And I really would support adding windows to have light in the stairwell. And I think 2 windows would be appropriate, and whether you wanted to put, obscure glazing on them or have them, be kind of higher up, clear story type windows where you're just sort of looking up more at the sky or roof lines. So I would support a condition of approval having 2 windows basically in the stairwell. because that's going to be an awfully dark space otherwise, very dark, yeah. I think just for, I mean, you have skylights, but I think windows would also help. Definitely. I would support that. Otherwise, I have no problems, and I appreciate you pulling the upper floor back, and, you know, it's tough to build on these little lots. If we want to help you, you know, improve your property and, you know, live there more comfortably. Yeah, I do appreciate the effort to pull it back a little bit. That does give you a little space for the neighbors already. And so having a couple of windows there, I don't think it's too close. No closer than we see on a lot of properties where we have 3 feet or less on the bottom floor. So that's all good, and I think the other side of the property with the windows is fine. You know, we could have a motion to have 2 windows. Stairwell area, I would be very happy with that.
Okay, if there's no further discussion?
Just one question I forgot to ask staff. The front wall at the minimum setback, required setback? The
Say
front
that-
wall of the second story?
Does it
Is
meet
that
the
right at the setback?
No,
required
no, no, it's considerably pulled back. If you read the staff report, you will see that it is, let's see. So the current house has, let me see, let me just show you the side plan. So you see this difference right here. So it's 8 feet, almost 8 feet and 5 inches further recessed.
Behind the setback?
Exactly, behind the existing setback.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it could be, you know, that room could be a little bigger. Currently it is just 9 feet 5 inches. I don't see any reason why it is pulled back so much. You can have another foot added to that room. That could make it more usable.
So are you saying to move the wall
Yeah,
towards the
to make that room more usable. If you go to the floor plan, second story floor plan, go to the next floor plan. These are just FAR diagrams. Go to the next sheets. No, floor plan which shows dimension. Go further down. Down, yeah. Down. Yeah. Go down. Yeah, there it is. Go slide. Yeah. So you can see that front bedroom, number 4, is just 9 feet 2 inches wide. So if you put a bed there, you know, you would just have like 2 feet on either side or even less.
I think they're close to the max FAR. They're at 48%, so they could
they?
get to 50. You can get to add 2 more percentage points.
Yeah, they
I see.
are.
Okay. So that's the reason.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. That's part of the problem. Yeah, the
I
applicant.
wouldn't have a problem if they moved the wall forward a little bit. Review their plans. You have the option.
If they go over the max FAR, then does it require, is that-
If it already goes over the .55, however, the code says that whenever the strict application of that FAR resulted in a house smaller than 1,500 square feet, then the commission may approve an FAR up to .60, and this one is .599999 FAR. So,
We're right there.
yeah, so
There really isn't an option.
there isn't really
without
an option.
Exceeding the FAR.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, even, on small lots, it's not easy.
Exactly. It's a very small lot.
Well, you have a motion?
I can try. I think the consensus was to approve planning application 25-051 with the additional condition of approval to add 2 windows to the stairwell area on the upper level, north side.
And the addendum to condition number 9 and the additional condition number 47 about the driveway. So it's,
Oh, okay. Is that let's see, is that,
You could just state that it's the additional conditions of approval as proposed by staff in
There
their
you go.
staff report.
thank you.
Make it a lot easier for you.
Yes, yes, and additional conditions as proposed by staff.
You have a second?
I'll second it.
Okay, let's vote.
Yes.
Pearson?
Yes.
Filch?
Yes.
I vote yes as well. Your project's approved 4-0. There is a 14-day appeal period. If their story pulls up, they should have 14 days. Next 2 weeks. Appeal period is over. Congratulations.
All right. Thanks for coming.
With that, planning application PA 25-051, 807 Talbot Avenue has been approved. Item 5-2 has been postponed. So
And continued, yes.
that's to a date uncertain or date certain.
It's to a date uncertain at this time. We're working with the applicant at this moment.
Okay, fair enough. Item 6, new business, election of new planning commissioner, commission chair.
Sorry, could we just go back to 5.2? You mentioned it's because of, I think, public outcry, you said.
I didn't say public outcry, I said community concern.
Oh,
That's very different than public outcry.
yeah, right. Well, thank you for the correction. But does it have to, is it in line with the comments that we've already received about the project?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. Thank you.
Do you have to take public comment on that one because it's already been noticed?
We did receive comment from neighbors because of the notification, yes.
But I mean, do you have to take public comment if anybody's online?
No, because it's continued.
Because you
I
continued
would
it?
suppose if anybody did come and couldn't come at another time, we could open this item as part of the public hearing, hear that comment and close it, and then that would go on the record for the next hearing.
But we have no one here and no one,
There's no one online.
okay. Well, then we won't open that at all, and we'll move on to
Not
item
needed, not needed, yeah.
6. Okay, and they will work out their issues and bring it back to us. Okay, fair enough. Let's do item 6-1, election of a new planning commission chair and vice chair. I've served 2 years, so time is up.
Well, for the new commissioner, we should say that we have been having a tradition of the chair serving 2 years instead of just 1. We don't have to continue that tradition, but I hear that you're ready to step down. As
I'll do
chair.
whatever, but I think it's time to give
Okay. We could have more discussion and go through the nomination process as well, but I'm ready to propose a motion to appoint Commissioner Moman chair and Commissioner Pearson vice chair. That is my motion.
Thank you for that. But I would like to continue as a vice chair, and I would rather nominate Commissioner Pearson as a
No?
chair.
Oh, okay. Well, no second for my motion then. Oh, okay. For 1 year. Okay. Well, that's all you have to do. Okay, so you're.
I'm up, I don't mind, but, I mean, share it, let other people, get the experience of it. I mean, it's pretty ceremonial. I've got to tell you, there's not a lot of behind the scenes work.
Oh, he's kidding you. He has a lot of power. Okay, great.
Well, we
Okay.
need to make a motion.
All right. Well, I'll withdraw that motion and move that we appoint Commissioner Pearson as chair and Commissioner Moman as vice chair.
I will second that. Vote. Filch?
Yes.
Pearson?
Yes.
Bowman?
Yes.
I vote yes as well.
All
Great.
right.
Well, that was easy. You did them in one fell swoop instead of separating them out, so I really appreciate that. That was beautiful.
Well, it wasn't that hard. I enjoy doing it, but it's, definitely I understand the logic, letting other people do it. Points.
All right.
Okay, item 7, announcements. Staff, any announcements for us?
I just wanted to make sure you knew that we are working on the 5th commissioner. We do have several applications, and they are being reviewed, and we hope that there will be someone coming on board shortly. Not the next meeting maybe, but within a month or so.
Okay, great.
And, well, I guess
Commissioner announcements?
just a question for staff. Will we be seeing is there a yearly report due about our housing element anytime soon?
There is the APR that will be due very soon, and we are not starting that process yet, but we will be. And we will bring that to you, yes, before it
Okay.
goes to HCD. We actually have to go to council for direction to submit it, so we'll
Okay.
bring it to you first.
Okay, great, thank you. Nothing further from me.
I guess the only other question I would have is what policy items do you see coming up in the next year? Outline?
We're currently working on updates on the ADU ordinance, so coming soon. Stay tuned.
Okay, that's closed. We'll close item 7 and adjourn the meeting. And our next meeting will be February 11th.
Okay, and I notified staff that if we have a second meeting in February, I won't be able to attend that one.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, adjourn. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.